Okay, so long division. I don't think I learned long division properly until about this year. If you were in my class last year, you know that Miss Wetton had to come in and teach me how to do it at the same time as the children. So this is really tricky, and please don't panic. At the end of this, there will be one last slide that shows the example and all of the steps written out, which I will also then put into the school website page, so you can see just that page as well. So please don't worry about all the steps being in the video. There are lots of ways to solve long division, and the way that we teach this has been changing many times over the last few years. So if you are working at home with adults and they say, no, we don't do it like that, we do it like this, then try their method, try different methods, see what method works for you. This is currently the one that we work with at Amington Heath. Okay, so for this example, this is my calculation, 4,824 divided by 16. The first thing we do, set out our calculation, just like this, in the bus stop, like we do for short division as well. You then write out the multiples of the number you are dividing with by, up to 9 times 9. So this number here, so this looks like this. There we go, there's my multiples. Look at the first digit. Now this is usually the way, because the first digit is always a single digit. You know for a fact that you're not going to get any groups in that part. So you're going to record that as a 0. You're going to take away those no groups that you've made. So you're going to take away 0. You haven't made any groups of 16 yet, which leaves you with 4. We then bring down the next digit, bring down that 8 to make 48. We then think, how many groups of 16 can I make out of 48? And if I look in my multiples, I can see that actually 48 is already a multiple of 16. So I can just sort it into 3 groups. So I record my 3 here. And then I take away those 3 groups of 16 that we have sorted underneath. So there's the 48, they'll go in, which leaves 0. Then bring down that next digit, bring the 2 down. Am I going to be able to make any groups of 16 from 2? No, I can't. So I have to record that 0. Because I recorded 0 and didn't take any groups, I didn't need to do the taking away step for that example. So I can move straight to my last digit, my final digit of 4, bring that down, 24. How many full groups of 16 can I make from 24? I can only make 1 group, so I can only count the groups that I've managed to make that are full. So I've made that 1 group, that goes there, and then I take away that 1 group that I have managed to sort, which will leave me with 8. So this becomes my remainder, or my leftover, and because I have no more digits to bring down, and I can't make any more groups of 16, I know that I'm finished. So my answer to 4,824 divided by 16 is 301, remainder 8. Just going to go through one more with all of the steps on here for you, all in one go, so you can see what that looks like. So for this one, I'm going to do 8,544 divided by 24. So there are all my multiples of 24 up to 9 times. I look at my first digit. I know I can't do anything with the 8, so I'm just going to take that away and get 8 again. I'm going to pull down my next digit, 85, and I can see that I can make 3 full groups of 24, which will sort out 72 of those 85 that are there. There's my 3 full groups, and there's my 72 that I'm going to take away to give me 13. What am I going to do next? Pull down that digit, 134. So now I'm looking and seeing which is the closest number to that that's less than that. So that is 5 groups. That will be 120. I can't make 6 full groups. I haven't got 144, so I can only make 5 full groups. So record that at the top, and I take away those 5 groups that I've sorted, which will leave me with 14. Final digit to pull down that 4, 144. And again, I'm looking to see what multiple is closest to that. And in this example, I actually have got 144 there. So I can record 6 full groups, I can take away those 144 and I get 0. It's a good idea to keep going until you get to 0 or a number less than this here, the number you're dividing by, the divisor. There are no more remainders in this example. So I've got 8,544 divided by 24 equals 356. So I have set you some questions to do that are word problems, that are reasoning and problem solving. But if you feel that you need to practice your fluency instead, here are some questions to try. And you can see down the side here, I've put a little reminder of what to do. So you set out your question, write out your multiples, look at your first digit and take away 0. That's always going to be the first bit of taking away that you do. Pull down that next digit. How many full groups can you make? Record it. Take away the groups that you've sorted. Pull down your next digit, and then you repeat 4 and 5 until you have no more digits left. If you're wanting me to have a look at what you're doing, please feel free to take a picture and email me, and I can give you a bit of feedback, or I will put some answers for these ones up tomorrow. Bye.